I'm Maria Hernandez. I am married to Rodrigo Medina. We've been attending Faith Bridge since I think it was Easter under the tent. Growing up in Mexico, a lot of what I saw was poverty. I saw a lot of people in really poor conditions asking for money, and kids, they would dress as clowns in stop signs just to ask for money, or mothers drugging their kids so they would sleep while they asked for money. So for me, it was a ton about why would God allow that? When I was about 9 or 10 years old, I stopped believing, and then that led me to take really bad decisions in my life. And out of all of those, I don't know, it was from maybe 15 or 16 years old until I was 25, 26, where I was drinking, where I was sleeping around. I was doing a ton of poor choices for my personal life. I took a ton of bad relationships at face value, and I even got into relationships that had a lot of psychological abuse. When I was 27, Rodrigo came into my life again. He was my best friend in high school. He texted me, and I decided to open that door, and we started living together. That's how our relationship started. We didn't even date before that. When we were together, a ton of this bad decision making from my not believing in God and he not believing in God manifested in our relationship. Financial decisions were some of the worst problems that my non-believing led us to as a couple, because when COVID started, we had 4 credit cards and we had them maxed out. Even though I was still working, we were in a ton of debt. I don't know why God put it in my head, but the name Dave Ramsey popped up, and I remembered I had heard of him before, but it had been 10 years earlier. God just put it in my head to look him up, and I did. So we started his program, and this made me realize that this was just one of the many symptoms that my relationship had, because Dave Ramsey led me to another pastor, Mike Todd, that has a book called Relationship Goals. And by reading this book, I was realizing that a ton of my relationship was godless. So Pastor Mike Todd in Forgiveness University takes you through forgiving yourself. That's one of the first steps. Before you can forgive anyone else, you have to forgive yourself. So I started writing a letter to myself and to other people for all the wrong things I had done. I remember just praying over this letter and saying, God, please forgive me for all the wrong things I have done, because I was so broken. And I was asking God, please God, forgive me. Everything I've done is so wrong. How can I make it right? And then a song came on. It's called Burn the Ships, and it just says, say a prayer into the night and let it go. I remember opening my Bible, and the first thing I read is only God can forgive sins. So after that moment, God presented itself in my life in different ways. I could see it because I've got so many miracles in my life. And I now understand that everything that I saw when I was little, all the evil in the world, it's man-made. It's not God. God is all the love you see in people, all those people that want to help, all those people that will lend you a hand even in your lowest moments, all those people that have a word of encouragement. And I could not be more thankful for the place God brought me to, because it was His Spirit that led me to Faith Bridge. And in this church, you can see all the love from the people, how they have opened their arms to me and my husband, to teaching us. Because we were so broken, and God never left me. Not once. He was there all along.